been That's a very good question. You revert back to old school policing techniques and you start at the scene and you essentially work outwards. And that was the situation, that I found myself in a unique situation where we had a very remote scene with very little in the way of CCTV, all the things that you would fall back to look at. That wasn't immediately available.
And so what was the key to getting to the bottom of what happened?
Making sure that I was alive to everything that was coming in, making sure that every element that was possible to follow, we followed. So it's that golden hour principle. So as with any police investigation, sometimes we will rely upon information or intelligence being passed. It happened that some information was passed to police that identified Daniel Graham and Adam Carruthers as being responsible. And that is probably the question that I get asked the most. That is possibly the element of this entire case that is the most frustrating to everybody, and it potentially is the one question that will never be truly known. You're right. I'm lucky enough to have worked in quite a number of facets of policing. This case will always be very unique for a number of reasons. I think the fact that we are here today, nearly 2 years on, and the public and media interest is almost the same as it was on the day that it was found, makes it very unique. There's a lot of feeling locally and globally that's become very apparent. Again, something that you don't see on anything else. So I do understand that I've been in a very fortunate position to be the OIC of the investigation. It is. And when that was first found, obviously it was a black screen with purely sound. That was still very, very significant, and confirmed to me that the information that we had received was obviously good information. So it just affirmed that we were looking in the right direction. Yes, but you also have to prove that that is original and is of the tree. So as I say, when it was a black screen, it could have been the sound of any chainsaw, it could have been the sound of any tree falling. You've then got to do an awful lot of work to make sure that it isn't a shared video, and that it is actually what you believe it to be. Yes, yeah, because as everybody has now seen, the outline of the tree is so recognisable. As soon as you see the video moving back and you can see the tree, then yes, it was confirmation for me that we were certainly in the looking in the right direction. Well, I do, and I will always be the officer in the case, the officer in charge for the Sycamore Gap investigation. Being, living in the local area, having conversations with people, yeah, it's sad, very sad, that generations to come won't see what we have all seen. It's something that will never be possible to recreate. So no, I am mindful to what this means to everybody.
And in that context, is it satisfying to know that justice has been done?
I'm very pleased that I've managed to do my job properly. Thank you. Afternoon, how are you?
Very good.
Okay. Hi.
Just want to go around and introduce who everyone's from. This is the ICANN meeting.
IKLE. Thank you very much. Thanks for your time. Thank you. Cheers.